Welcome to part 2 of 4D, episode 23 of Def's Daily Dose of Dota. We're entering the mid-game, covering Newbee.Mu's Midlane Pugna. And this has a feeling of a game where you wanted to get something done against this Naga siren. Very set-out strategy. I think everybody hates the Naga siren radiance push, right? But it's great. I covered it in another episode of 4D. Very effective. So instead, you have some magical damage. You have a centaur. He's going to be a great tank. I always love him. 3.8. 3.8 strength per level. And can deal out about 800 damage. Which is, as you see, more than the HP of the supports of DK, 625. Ancient Apparition, 625 as well. So we're going to hop back into the game and see how this plays out. Pugna had just died. He's back up though. Also, a great farmer. Nether Blast does a lot of damage. Has helped him secure 3 tower kills. He's chosen to go for a buckler. Getting a little more value. Could have been saving for another item. Who likes burst damage? Pugna likes burst damage. 600 damage, 800 coming out from the centaur. And that was supposed to be the tank of the team, that Tide Hunter. Crystal Maiden instantly backing up. Ancient Apparition placing wards, then backing up. So your team has created some space. And your Shadow Shaman has bought wards. I love that. I love checking out the wards. I have no idea what that is. Oh, the monocle. Yeah, I've seen that.
Heal us.
But Newbee, after committing the wards, since they're only 120 second cooldown, will be able to secure a 300 second objective. A really good trade. And they're not going to die to an Ancient Apparition Blast. Enchantress able to instantly heal up. And they've given up some damage on this tier 1 mid. We saw him maybe think about denying it.
Dire's middle tower has been denied.
He checks the rune. It's not there. Someone of the opposing team, DK, has grabbed it, but he has Aegis. He can feel pretty confident. Getting some damage on the wave, securing another 100 gold going his way. But he's keeping his levels up quite well. Really, all of Pugna's ability is great. You're very happy to take over a solo lane
is under attack.
to get that faster rate of XP. You would love having to max out Decrepify. Help you land those damages, those damage combos, that much easier. Help you get away that much longer when you use it on yourself. 3.5 seconds. Plus it's only half as long as the cooldown.
Bottom tower is under attack.
And Pugna is happy to nether blast these waves. We can look at his gold per minute, if that matters, but 400. That's keeping on par with the net worth of the Naga Siren. She's pulled up to almost 7k now. An excellent combo from New. Mu cannot be messed with. Instant Decrepify. Nether ward if he needs it, but you can nether blast and then just life drain if they don't have a stun. You might win that fight. If Crystal Maiden has already used her Frostbite on you, she can really win some engagements one-on-one. But this, a little bit better than one-on-one. It's a 1 versus 3. Having to activate the trap card a little prematurely. We see the Nether Ward do work. But it seems to be a great combo. The combination of spells quite on point. Ancient Apparition having to move a little too far forward to get that Nether Ward. He needed to get it. And on the back end, that Crystal Maiden syndrome, low HP syndrome that we talked about. Meaning Pugna is able to salvage what I would like to remind everyone was a fight that had multiple heroes dying too, immediately from that Naga Siren combo into the Tidehunter initiation. So, no Aegis spent either. Not bad. 700 gold, you got a couple hundred. But a lot of ultimates. And with a large committal. What started out as a 2 for nothing. The net worth has really been depending on those fights to signify any gains that the people have gotten. The farming's actually been pretty similar, as we looked at the gold per minute earlier. But it's these towers that he's securing with the help of the Serpent Wards, but the Nether Blast damage doing work. This is 1600. This has been armor-wise buffed in the recent past, but it still falls down to a well-placed ultimate and magic damage. And at the 17-minute mark, we have our first tier 3 high ground breach. It's slow.
Come on, sprites!
But Nether Blast, such a big radius, you can cast it. He's able to quickly deal damage when, if only the siege creep is. Oh, and did I mention life drain?
Radiant structures are fortified.
Pretty good against Naga Siren illusions. Kills them on the first tick of damage.
Top tower is under attack. Don't run off.
And should he get the old stick, it's going to have no cooldown. Another great Aghanim Scepter pickup.
Radiant's middle tower has been denied.
You'll love the tankiness of it too, if you pick it up on Pugna. So you might as well go for it. We've seen a Bracer and Magic Wand, along with a very key bottle,
That one's on.
as the primary items picked up in the early game. He's picked up a mech too. Just wants to stay alive longer.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Monster kill.
Okay, well, you saw the cone go off. That was an ultimate committed to kill him.
That was perfect.
And you have magic damage, burst damage on the back end.
Tower is under attack.
So you quickly come back for a counter kill.
Come get healed.
Rabbit doing work this game. He has his blink
Radiant's
dagger,
middle
has the
barracks
cloak
has
to make him a
fallen.
little more effective, not going to take as much
Radiant's
damage
middle
on that double
barracks
edge.
are under attack.
And at the
Radiant's
19-minute
middle
mark,
barracks has fallen.
the first tier 3 mid falls of the game. They wanted to bring the pressure to this Naga Siren early, before the 20 minutes. Then they have certainly accomplished that. And Pugna, really being a wonderful counter pick
A lucky find.
in a couple of aspects. Just the life drain being probably one of the more effectable spells to use against the Naga illusions. But just your burst magical damage, AoE that works against towers, means you can get a significant gold gain while this Naga Siren is powering up. And in the interim periods, you can farm well in the jungle. So can Naga now. Instantly killing it with the first tick of damage. Might say that if you hold it. Yep, illusions are destroyed on first tick.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
And we see
attack.
unescorted waves become food for Mu. The net worth has him at 7,000. He has quite a bit. The mechanism, sustainability, and he's just had great bottle control this game. Queen of Pain went for a null talisman early. But Mu, 320 move speed. He was set up well for it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And what's this? Oh, it's another 2-2 at the 21-minute mark. As soon as you walk up, instant 300 damage. Mitigated, but you're still doing 160.
Radiant's bottom tower has
And
fallen.
they destroy another tower. Shaman. You could say using those words liberally, but they're already down to a 92-second cooldown. We'll see. We'll make a note if anything happens in the next 80 seconds. But there's not much reason for that. The wards are... Well, this ward and base is still very telling. The lanes are pushed out. You have free roam over the jungle. Free ward over the runes. Another bounty rune. He must be keeping near top of the chart for hero level, right? We see it. He's level 12 with the best of them. And he knows that with all this occupying of their jungle, they gotta be out farming them. The net worth chart does show that in their favor. Roshan, sure. Just gotta wait for it to be up again. But, yeah, you do have to deal with this Naga Siren. The Radiance. The large HP. It does a great job.
The last sound you ever hear.
The Queen of Pain. Securing a kill for Enchantress. Enchantress will be down. We saw how many people were committed to clear out the jungle, though. Mu has used his time to just pick up his Ogre Club. It looks like he will be thinking about that Aghanim Scepter.
Are fortified.
And see if they can get something done. This is their tier 1, so it's okay to lose it now. But they want to think about it.
Has fallen.
If someone sticks around for too long, Pugna can continue farming the wave. He doesn't care if Razor gets this. Razor, BKB, fantastic. If Razor got his ult stick, he would be happy. Pugna already has a lot of utility. He can start roaming. This regeneration rune could be very key. He sets out with Shadow Shaman. 2.7, 2.7, 5 seconds of CC. And they say, oh yeah, those words are back off of cooldown, because we used them in the fight. Well, that's good. We defended, let's use them again. Nether Blast doing damage as well. We could just see Roshan. Damage right here. 31. And I would prefer Pugna's. 81 damage. About as good as a melee. But he has a regen rune. So he's able to add in some more. He's able to use Decrepify to pop a shield.
Thanks.
And at the 24-minute mark, the second Roshan goes to Newbee.
Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
And the Ancient Apparition Blast is a little late this time. They're doing an even better job. And Pugna is sitting on 28 large. What a baller. The Miserly Mu is saving for that Aghanim Scepter, though. And he'll be pushing out the mid lane. Happily doing damage to all of these. Is that his Aghanim Scepter? Oh. It's a BKB. What a change of heart. He wasn't miserly at all. He wants to fight. And 10 seconds of magic immunity means a lot of killing potential for Pugna in a potential fight. His two supports grouping up. Well, the Enchantress in the jungle. But Centaur serving as the initiation, magic damage as well. Shaman staying close by. It's the 25-minute mark, it's no big deal. They're farming. Supports together. Gotta stay safe. And then, hey, if you're already together, let's smoke. They go down to the river. They think they can capitalize. They've been just forced out of their jungle. They would love to catch someone napping here, getting a quick 60 gold. But your Naga Siren is gone. She has her boots of travel now, so you have to factor in that she can switch lanes on you entirely and make quite a bold statement in the effect that, well, I'm calling your bluff. Get out of my jungle. You're not pushing.
Dire's top tower is
You can't push up here. She knows that they cannot defend. 420 move speed, she'll be coming back soon. And if Newbee, unless they're super aggressive... Oh. Hey, what do you know? The wards are off and cooldown again.
Are fortified.
Let's use them.
Dire's
Barely
top
on the
tower
high
is
ground,
under
by the way. I
attack.
love it that you get just enough of vision, just a little bit of vision, but it's still conservative. Meaning you have to walk into them, start taking nether ward damage.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
My thanks.
Oh yeah, Song of the Siren. But I hit BKB. You see what it ended up being. But let's see it from Mu's perspective.
My thanks.
He could hit the BKB. He has 400 HP, he has Mechanism. He gets it off. That's just spamming buttons. Thank your local keyboard provider. Mine being Cooler Master. Well, they're not local, but you seem to have such a selection these days. And all this droning that I've been going on with... Look at the BKB. Just now wearing off.
Kill me twice.
Sound of mind.
Still had the
and
Aegis.
body.
So he can pursue here. He has his pick of the litter. But he'll choose to move up to the high ground. Decrepifying, instantly getting another blast. Hey, did you see 30% of this aggressive Crystal Maiden? What is she doing? Doesn't she know she has low HP? 365 damage. You see it at the top. Oh, I'll ult! Well, you're dead anyway, so I don't blame you. You see the combo coming in.
I see for you a future full of death.
And your combos are coming off of cooldown again. 300 damage. You have to do 500 damage. You probably won't, but you'll get close. And you force the heroes of DK off the line. You punish them. It ends up being a 2-for-1. But you still have to punish the Crystal Maiden, right? Top 10 heroes, I would just punch in the face. You know, with a Nether Blast. Our Shadow Demon limping away. Using Sonic Wave, not really achieving much, though she did do significant damage. Naga-san was able to push out the lane a little bit at the beginning of the fight. But a BKB used for Queen of Pain, and she still died. Pugna, the Aegis paying off well there. Secured off of his towers, reducing the vision in the mid-game. It's the 28-minute mark, and we're going to take a break. That would be what I would consider the end of the mid-game for this, with the second tier 3 high ground assault. It only yielded the tower this time, but good back and forth trading and kills. The second Roshan's already down. After this break, we're going to come back with the late game and see a newbie come back? I don't know. If I were to hop over into the score, you might not realize that it's 19-13 against Newbee. Mu seemed to have had a great game so far. We come back after that, the late game.